Guys, I just wanted to do a really quick follow-up hair video. It's been a year and a half since I cut my hair. If you guys have been following me from the beginning, my hair was this short a year and a half ago, this short. So it's grown all of this in a year and a half, mind you, and I cut it again. So it was this short, and then it grew like this long, and then I cut it again this short. 3 or 4 months. So I cut it this short. 4 months later, it got this long. I cut it this short, and now it's been a year and a month. And I guess you could say in a year and a month, I've grown this much hair, which is a lot of hair. So I'm hoping in another year, I can get it down to the middle of my back, which is my goal. My hair is naturally curly, so when it does curl, it goes back to here. So you wouldn't know that my hair was this long. So my whole goal is to get it down to like maybe 4 more, like down to here, curly, so that when it's straight, it goes straight down my back. I used to relax my hair, and I stopped relaxing it because I wanted my hair to grow strong and natural, and I also wanted to see what God wanted me to look like. Like, He created me in a certain way, and here I am altering it and changing it and trying to be something else. So I wanted to see what I am supposed to look like. You can look at my videos and see how drastically I've changed. And I'm just really surprised because I was putting on extensions, and then when I went to put the extensions on today, like clip-ins, the lady was like, your hair is the same length as the clip-ins. And mind you, 3 weeks ago I washed my hair and I got it straightened, and it was like up to here. So it feels like in a month it's grown like an inch or two, which sounds crazy, but even the lady that does my hair is like, what are you doing? And I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't think I'm doing anything. But I guess I'm not consistent with anything. The only thing that I'm consistent with is that I use When by Chaz Dean. That's consistent. But sometimes I change it up because I feel like if I use it too much, my hair starts falling out. But then what I realized is when I use one of the 4 original scents that he has, like the fig, sweet almond mint, tea tree, and the other one, I forgot, a cucumber, whatever, my hair falls out like crazy. But when I use the summer scents, the seasonal scents, then my hair is fine and it doesn't fall out, like by the hand. Like, I'm talking about handfuls, to the point where I'm still surprised I have this much hair on my head. So much hair was coming out. It's still coming out, and the lady at the salon said that it's because it's the line of demarcation where the relaxed hair meets the relaxed hair meets the natural hair. But even today, all of us, everybody at the salon was like, wow, your hair got really long. And I'm like, I know. And it's only been like 3 weeks since I was just there. So I use all kinds of conditioners. Like, I go to like the dollar store and I buy the conditioners, but I try to turn it around and see which one has the most natural ingredients. I'm really not trying to put a lot of like mineral oil and all these other things in because I think that's bad for your hair. I like to use conditioners that say cholesterol. I don't know why, I just do. And I use the conditioners that say cholesterol, as leave-in. So like, I'll wash my hair and then I'll put the cholesterol in, and then I'll just scrunch it up and I'll use it as kind of like a product for my hair. I use a lot of jojoba oil, so much jojoba, jojoba, whatever you want to call it, oil. I bought a gallon of it a couple of years ago, and I've been using it ever since. And people are like, oh, well, it's a couple of years old, but it still works. So I'll take some jojoba oil, I'll rub it in my hair. Sometimes I'll sleep with a cap on. That's like once a month. It's not a lot. I do the VO5 hot oil treatments once a month. Sometimes I'll put jojoba oil and I'll mix it in with whatever like leave-in spray conditioner that I get. I used to do the curl kit. Did it for a couple of months, so I have stuff that I use from there. The reason that I'm not really naming anything specifically is because I don't use anything specifically consistently. So I use Garnier to like style my hair, but like I'll use that one day, and the next day I'll just use the When, and I'll use that as a leave-in conditioner to style my hair. And I always use When to condition my hair. If I need to wash it, I always use Tresemme, always. I still have a bottle of Ojon, Ojon, conditioner. So every so often I'll throw that in, and that's the brown one. And then they have Ojon, the green conditioner. I don't know what they are because I take them out of the bottles and put them in little containers when there's not enough in the bottle, because I buy the big 32-ounce bottles. So when there's only a little bit, I put it in a little jar. I don't know what it's called. It's been so long. And I use that maybe 4 times this month. But most of the time it's usually the when. That's usually the consistent thing, is the when. Everything else is inconsistent. There is no rhyme or reason. It's kind of like what I feel like doing. Sometimes I'll use mixed chicks, maybe like once or twice a month, but I stop because I don't like the way it looks on my hair when it's longer. I like it when it's shorter. I just started using this curly pudding. I really like that. Let me actually get that for you because I think I should promote that product because I really like that. I'm actually thinking of even buying another one, and I've never bought a second product of anything that I've tried except for when, because I just don't believe in a lot of the stuff that's out there. And plus I have my own skincare and my body care line that I make myself, so I use my own stuff, you know, like I make my own body scrubs and hair oil treatments, and I'll mix avocado and jojoba and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you guys are interested, I used to have a website called Myra's Body Care, and I gave that up because when I was shipping the whipped body butters to certain states that were really warm, they would arrive with melted oil. It wouldn't stay. And that was 2005, so it was 10 years ago. And now we have access to all these things like ice packs that'll keep things in their natural state, and you can priority mail it. But before, it was a very different time then. That's when eBay first started, you know. So this, I think, is amazing. I don't know what it is. I hope you guys can see it. I hope when you see it, it makes sense, because I don't know if it's going to be backwards or whatever. It's called Worlds of Curls Pudding. Milk, protein, and honey. There is no UPC code, because I would have just called it out. Worlds of Curls Pudding. I really like this. I got this in the curl kit, I think. And this has been the best thing. Like, even when I have second day hair, I don't like washing my hair every day, but I usually wet it when it's curly, you know, like the second day hair. Oh my God, I have the worst second day hair in the world. It never looks good. So what I do is if my curls kind of look alright, but they're kind of messed up, I'll just take this on dry hair, put it on, and then scrunch it up, and I'm fine. And that is very rare. I also spray the jojoba oil mixed with, I don't even think this is the original stuff that's in there, because whenever like my bottle gets half empty, I'll put another bottle in it. This is Cream of Nature Argan Oil Strength and Shine Leave-In Conditioner. And I honestly think that half the bottle might be the original, and then the other half is just half of a bottle that I had that I don't like having a lot of stuff around the house, because, well, I'm a clutter bug. So I have a lot of stuff around the house. So I try to get rid of stuff when I can. So when the bottle's half empty, then I combine them. And people get so annoyed with me because they're like, what is it? I'm like, I don't know. It's like 6 different things. You know, and maybe that's why it works, because I do that. You know, I don't, me personally, believe in any one product. I don't want to get addicted to anything. I don't want my body or my skin to get addicted to anything. So I'm constantly changing my routine. I'm constantly changing all that stuff. The only thing in my life that is stable or permanent is what I would say, or like, you know, consistent, is my apartment that I've been living here forever, for like 9 years going on 10. Other than that, like, everything's always changing. People come to my house, they're like, wasn't your bed on the other side? Like, did you rearrange all the furniture? Like, why did you? This is what I do. Change my dishes, change my cups, my plates, are always changing. I like it. So now, if you guys saw me last year, I had short hair. And all my pictures are with the short hair and all of my business bios. So now I have to take pictures with the new long hair so that it matches my bios again, because I don't look like me anymore. But this is a significant growth, and I just wanted to document it. So now that I've talked forever, as I usually do, if you stayed with me the whole time, thank you. And if you cut me off, it's okay. I never get offended. Peace out. And hopefully something I said helps somebody, but I really don't know what I'm doing. Oh, and I'm mostly eating better. You know, if you watch my videos, I started juicing. I started taking turmeric every morning or every other morning. And I do like this tonic that I make, where it's 2 limes, an apple, a lot of ginger, like a big thing of ginger like that, like a big piece. Sometimes it's really spicy. And then like a little piece of natural turmeric. That, since I live right here in Queens, I can get natural turmeric because there's a lot of Indian people in the neighborhood and Asian people, and they have that stuff. But if you can't get a hold of like that natural real turmeric that you can juice, then you want to buy the dried turmeric that's whole, and then you crush it into a powder, or you can buy the powdered turmeric. But I really don't like the powdered turmeric because I don't know what's in there. I don't know how long it's been there. At least if it's dry turmeric, you can grind it yourself, and it's somewhat more fresh than the powdered turmeric. And I've been drinking, and I mix that all up in a juicer, and then it's so strong and acidic that like the equal amount that's there, like I'll make the same amount in water and I mix it up and I drink that for 2 or 3 days, once a week, because it's really, really strong. And I don't know if that has something to do with it, because somebody told me that turmeric restructures your DNA and causes your body and your fat cells to shrink. So we'll see how that's going, because as you can see through my videos, my weight's been fluctuating like crazy. I'm fat, I'm skinny, I'm bloated, I'm not. I don't know what's going on. I swear I'm going through menopause, but I'm only 36, so anyways, I'm gonna go now. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.